It's Bibbiani and Andreyko too. It's for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Championship of the World. Do I really need to say anything more? I didn't think so. Let's get into it right now on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine, and I dream broken dreams. I make them come true. I make them for you.
And welcome back, JTH here. I am not doing that the whole match. That is total redonkulous. So, Andreyko Bibbiani. This is something that I've been waiting for freaking ever and longer. But now that it's finally here, I'm so torn on who I want to win. You know, Andreyko been a big fan of, Bibbiani been a big fan of. I've been a fan of both these guys even before their Schmoedown days. So I can't pick a winner. I really can't. I just want to see a good, fun, entertaining match, which, come on, we know they're going to deliver on that. So hopefully the match is 10 out of 10. Hopefully the entertainment is 11 out of 10. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the title match goodness in 3, 2, and 1.
In the team tournament, the Ultimate Schmoedown Team Tournament 2018, the theme is anarchy.
Anarchy. Because, yeah, I guess you could say that. Don't you flip me off. Good. Thank you. And it's my tag team partner. Plus, hopefully everybody saw the match, because, uh-oh.
Look, I'm telling you this, and this is a bold prediction here, but I
Long
think
ago,
we're
in the
looking at a
days of
potential
yesteryear.
either one of these guys.
Absolutely.
So the question is, who is going to come out on top? It's going to be a good match.
Pretty in Pink?
That is correct.
Mel Gibson.
That is correct.
Swordfish.
3 for 3.
Rebecca De Mornay.
1 point for the android.
New Orleans.
Wow.
Wesley Snipes.
Wow. Brett Ratner.
Correct.
Soccer. Kid soccer.
That is correct.
The Firm. How High? Julia Roberts.
Steve Rogers. It's James Franco. Still in Kansas, right? Oh, it's Stonehenge.
Ron Howard.
You have no power over me.
That is correct.
Sigourney Weaver. Dreamcatcher. Poison Drink.
Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid.
2.
Beverly Hills Cop.
L.A. Confidential.
And there you go.
Pinocchio.
And your winner, pitching a perfect game and breaking.
Ah, got no strings on me.
Bibbiani was touted as the next great thing. A lot of people looked at him as a future champ when he scored the most points in his debut. He didn't miss a question.
Nope.
There was a lot of hype, but then he lost to JT, which is kind of like missing the bus on the way to the swap meet. And that was in the season premiere this year, but he bounced back with a bit of a TKO over Dewberry, and then he challenged Christian.
We're on the 4th of July.
And your winner, with a score of 23-18, the commissioner, Christian.
I am sick and tired of your so-called leadership, your condescending pep talks, your attempts to give me training.
He's not only going for the singles champion, he's going for team champion belt. We got a little surprise for you. We got someone coming in that's gonna complement his skills.
Oh, it's Whitney Seibold. I know Whitney. Wait a minute.
The funny thing about that is in the original promo that Mark cut in his match with Bibbiani, when he was talking about, well, Bibbiani's the beast, that must make me the beauty. Now, he's the beauty. Whitney's the beauty.
To have both belts, team and singles, simultaneously.
And literally just said the man.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen,
Gosh, all this junk again.
Leg up on on Drew McWeeny in round 1, had a great round 2, and then it just,
But
you know,
let's
didn't,
just say
didn't
he
quite
turned it
go your
around
way.
pretty good
Yeah.
this year.
Okay, great.
And then
48 competitors in the Schmoedown world that will be going head to head
2
to
hours
figure out who is
later.
the ultimate champion here.
Right.
Mr. Jingles?
Yes.
Brian Cranston.
Correct.
The Grid.
Correct.
Black Mamba and Copperhead.
Yep. William Bibbiani is still in there after number 20.
I forgot to do this. It's going to be weird when it cuts back. Congratulations. You're officially the free-for-all MVP this year.
Oh my God, thank you.
Oh my God, thank you.
I've come from the future to save the Schmoedown. If I don't use my contender spot to take you on, everyone in the Schmoedown is gonna die.
Bibbs.
Sort of crushing.
Be safe.
Oh, I was hoping they would say before the Horsemen reformed and then show the clip with the Horsemen.
Who plays the lead role of Jonathan E. in the 1975 film Rollerball?
Adrian Brody.
That is incorrect.
The steal?
For the steal.
James Caan.
And your winner!
Not James Hahn.
You're
You
coming
know,
up
the
against the
Gundam
biggest force
style
you've probably
golfer.
faced in your career.
I really do feel like with me and Sam in an evenly matched game with categories that, you know, have been properly vetted and everything is working out great, it's going to be a close match.
I saw you had that,
And then
that
something else happened.
Managers Bowl thing with Tom and Jay, and I was thinking I would like to participate in that match. I know that you love contracts, so I just happen to have one here.
Okay, I mean, everything's signed. You're in.
Winning the first manager ball.
You're a buffoon. You're a buffoon.
So Emma Fife is your winner, and can we?
Yes.
Come on out, Emma Fife, first competitor. What?
What?
Oh, wow. Marc Andreyko, I think, is a quiet 3-2. I think he's had some tough losses. Arguably one of the best matches of all time against Bibbiani.
Marc Andreyko arguably has shown up and played his best. The more people are on the table, the better Andreyko seems to play.
The winner of this match will play Ethan Irwin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And your
And again, Mark even said he was not
if I've done
pleased
everything
with that
I wanted to do in the Schmoedown, there's only
and
one
then
logical step left,
speed bump
and
happened.
that is to walk away.
We hit a fork in the road.
Walk away with and give up both championships.
Give up both belts.
Really what's going to happen here is that Bibbiani will play the winner of Andreyko and Irwin, and that will be our new champion.
And I could not think of 3 guys at present time more worthy of playing for
Any one of them. Name the 3 darling children from Disney's Peter Pan.
5.
Richard and Steven.
And your winner!
You and me.
He
we had
won.
something magical. We had
With
the
a little
best
help from me.
match in the history of the Schmoedown, and I want another one, and I want that championship.
Okay, look, you can do all your theatrics and your shtick here, and I'm waiting for you to start juggling.
You gonna show the chess match?
Ooh, I should have brought flaming torches.
But when it comes down to knowledge, I'm really good at the 3rd round, as I proved here. What's your 3rd round record again?
Well, I usually don't have to get there anymore. Because I'm so good, you see. Because you, not so good. You have bad. And everything bad.
What's my record?
I don't actually know or care. Because your record against me is really not good.
6-2.
Your record against me...
6-2?
Yeah. I want the championship!
showed nothing from the chess match, not even a voiceover. Oh man. They are all business.
It is a championship match. I am Christian Harloff, joined.
Hello, Ken. Hello, Christian. Some with gangs
Happy
here.
to be here, Mr. Harloff, for this big event with two very dynamic performers. Though I have to admit, a little bittersweet. I wished I was in the corner here as a manager here with Mr. Jeff Snyder, but that's another time for another conversation.
Well, because the roads that got us here it's crazy when you think about it. This match, this is a sequel. We have Bibbiani and Andreyko here. This is
15 detours on the way to this championship
and
match.
The first match that they ever had was a classic. It was the debut of both of the players. Bibbiani at the time broke the scoring record. That record now held by Ethan Irwin, who Marc
I'm
Andreyko
actually curious as to how much Sam dropping the belt actually changed
their
things.
roads have been so different.
Because
so interesting to watch both.
Because they're doing title week for here.
Since 2016, I'm now on
it makes me wonder what the original idea for what the Schmoedown Live match was. The Schmoedown Live main event always going to be the Intergeekdom title match?
It's not even fair to the performer because we know his skills.
Every title is getting defended within the next couple weeks, so it could have been anything. Sam could have been at the Schmoedown Live event. It could have always have been the Intergeekdom title match there.
Because it's been like this.
It really, Sam giving up the belts really threw everything for a loop.
And it looked, he was 3-4. It looked like it was going to be over for him. Entered the free-for-all, and he has one of the best performances of all time. He goes something like 22 rounds, earns the MVP spot, and gets himself a #1 contender spot. Then he knocks out, not TKO, knocks out Jeff Snyder, the former team champion, to earn that spot. So Bibbiani right now is on a high, but Marc Andreyko is 3-0 since joining the Fife Club. He was the first person to join the Fife Club, the first one that Emma Fife managed to get here, and he has slowly but surely, he took out Ben Bateman. He beat both Stacey Howard and Janine the Machine, and then he beat Ethan Irwin to earn his spot here today for the championship vacated by Sam Levine.
Yeah, which I'm still shocked about that there. I mean, retired at the top of your game. That's I respect it. I respected it when Barry Sanders did it. I respected it when Sam did it as well. And as far as Marc the Andre, I was around these parts in the Lion's Den cave when Andreyko kind of, was floating around and wanted to make this decision. I understood he thought maybe some promises were made that didn't come through, but that is the legacy of Dagnino, if you ask me. A lot of false promises, including things like paying bar
throwing
tax
them
and
cheap
showing
shots
up to give you
at
rides. There's a lot of things that go
former
into
friend.
that there. But Andreyko, I understand it, and I always
you think you teamed with him about
because I know his skills, I know what he can do. So
6 months ago.
And here we go, guys. We're going to hear from both the competitors because there's a lot to be said. There's a lot of history with these two.
This is going to be very interesting.
Right now, I am standing next to who is sure to be the next Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Mr. Marc Andreyko. Marc Andreyko was the very first person who ever joined me when I decided that I wanted to become a manager. He left the Lion's Den. He is the reason that the Fife Club exists. And honestly, it's fitting that he is going to be the first one to get that singles belt.
Picture it. 2016. My first Schmoedown match. Marc Andreyko's first Schmoedown match. Little did we know it would go down as one of the greatest Schmoedown matches of all time, or so I'm told. At the time, I was just answering as many questions as I could, and people told me after the fact that it was a big deal. It was a huge introduction, and it set up all of these expectations, and it sent me into the Horsemen. Imagine if Andreyko had won. He would have gone to the Horsemen. I might have gone to the Lion's Den. The entire history of the league might have shifted.
Well, after I lost, I instantly wanted to fight Bibbs again because we were such a good match. I wanted a chance to prove myself again. And Dagnino promised that, and I was with those guys for a year, and Dagnino's promises are empty and mean nothing. They're worth less than his wardrobe. And Emma made it happen.
I've had a lot of ups and downs, and this would be as up as it gets, and that would be a fantastic honor. But more than that, that's neither here nor there. It would mean that a huge movie fan has the belt. It would mean that a huge movie fan is here to represent not just the Schmoedown, not just the movies, but also fans of the Schmoedown.
All variables being equal, I think I'll be the champion at the end of the day because Bibbs' problem, he's a font of knowledge, but he can't get out of his own way. And he gets rattled really, really easily. And all it takes is, what did Heath Ledger's Joker say? All it takes is one little push.
Marc Andreyko, I've beaten you before. It wasn't easy, and I respect you as a competitor. But I stand today a Schmoedown competitor, and by the end of the day, I could be the Schmoedown champion. And now I ask you, what do you stand for?
Both want it. Both want this
Everybody just
title
put
really,
everything
really bad, and they both think that it's
all
fitting
in.
that
Everybody's
the
all
road
in.
to get to the championship stops with one another. Andreyko has wanted this rematch for a very long time. Bibbiani has wanted this rematch, and now they are playing for.
I've wanted it a long time too.
What's the tail of the tape?
Tail of the tape. I mean, these strings,
How
I could almost
dare
just
y'all
throw
make
a
me wait
dartboard.
so
I'd miss, but
long?
I'd have to go up and throw again and hit some topics that they'd be good at. With Andreyko, comic book movies, he's a comic book writer, for gosh sakes. Classics, directors, and coming
please
back
don't
late
say
in games.
not
He will
clutch
even admit, you know,
competitor
that
for
first
Bibbs.
round could be a
Don't
little
do
bit of a
that.
problem. He gets his footing then and comes back later with William the Beast Bibbiani. His strengths include Oscars, new releases, directors as well, and standing for extended periods of time. Something
Also,
I can't
nice to
do
see Marc
since I switched
Andreyko
to wearing
representing Kent
Converse
State
more regularly,
University,
like most
Kent
hip
State Golden
65-year-olds.
Flashes.
I can't stand for more than 2 minutes. He did the entire free-for-all standing.
He's done his last couple of matches standing. He has not sat since the McWeeny match. So, with that said, you ready to play a championship match?
Yep, I'm good already.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia.
Movie Trivia Schmoedown. 5 rounds to a finish.
5 rounds for the movie trivia Schmoedown Championship of the world. Introducing first, representing critically
Back to the old
acclaimed.
theme. Got to throw back for this classic rematch in the making.
MVP with a record of 4 wins, 4 defeats, William the Beast Bibbiani.
You ever get the feeling like you forgot something?
Oh yeah, like what?
I forgot.
Now all we need is a bell and a book.
Behold, the primitive lightsaber.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to witness the union of John Ethan Screaming to Edna Geraldine Skull. In lieu of gifts, please donate to this man's funeral.
Try Defco's new line of mini coffins.
The Screaming Skull is a motion picture that reaches its climax in shocking horror. Its impact is so terrifying that it may have an unforeseen effect. It may kill you.
Spoilers!
Therefore, its producers feel they must assure free burial services to anyone who dies of fright while seeing The Screaming Skull.
What if I die from choking on an unpopped corn kernel? Is that also covered?
Talk about a cheap funeral. They IOU'd the corpse.
This doesn't seem scary.
Yeah, this seems like a garden variety movie.
Either Xanadu is having a really bad day or Grey Gardens is having a great one.
It's not easy being gray.
Pretty little froggy.
Double toil and trouble, fire burn and cold.
And bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Welcome to the crypt. Tonight's episode on Golden Pond.
Bibbiani, will you hurry up? Your Schmoedown match has already started.
Oh, we've got Schmoedown signed.
Oh, that's new music. Where? Oh, and there he is. There's the Beast. Different change. It's like a shift in personality.
I love this, man. I'm a big fan of MST3K. Joel Hodson's one of my creative influences. I'm excited about this, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll beat anybody in a dance off.
You don't need the chair, wheeling the chair away because he just likes to stand. Ken, it has been good luck for him.
Yeah.
So he's going to do it again.
I
Let's see.
don't need no stinking chair.
And his opponent, representing the Fife Club, with a record of 5 wins, 2 defeats, and 1 knockout. He is Marc, the Android Andreyko. His manager on the fight. There is Rachel Cushing and Marc Andreyko, who has earned 3-0. Both of them, I almost said the challenger. They're both challengers here today, Ken, as we look at the championship. A little weird not seeing Sam Levine with that belt, but now
Flip sides from their original match. I guess that's fitting.
I respect that too.
All right, so we've got to get 8 questions, all worth 1 point apiece. They will have 15 seconds to answer the question. Don't
There's going to
forget
be
about
any
your
Patreon
JTE
stuff
rule,
because
gentlemen,
this
and your
match
challenge rule.
obviously
You
was
both
not
have
meant
a challenge
to
rule and 3 JTEs
be
throughout
done
the
this
entire
month. They were actually
match.
holding it back for a
All right,
while,
so
and then they
with
moved it
that,
up. So I don't
Marc Andreyko,
know
right?
if anybody got the opportunity to get
Mark,
anything
you have
represented.
all the feels right now.
Can we start?
Plus, someone like me, if you put
to Schmoedown.
Yay! I mean, like me, if you put Marc Andreyko's name on the thing,
Here we go, boys.
it got used in the last one.
Starting with
So
comedies.
better get
What
like
2005 action comedy features a thief masquerading as an actor, a private eye, and a struggling actress trying to solve a murder mystery in Los Angeles?
2005, the first year you actually said a word to me.
That's not true.
You had known me for 2 years.
2004.
All right. Facts are
Fuck
fuzzy.
off with the 2 and 5.
This is right.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Mark.
It's wrong. It's nice, guys.
Incorrect.
Kiss, kiss, bang, bang.
That's correct for 1 point. Bibbiani striking first.
Second question comes in the category of biopics. Biopics. What 1983 film tells the true story of the original Mercury 7 astronauts during the early days of the U.S. space program?
Both writing it down.
Yeah, I once drank so much coffee I thought I was going to Mars.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe you're 5.
It was
4,
this morning.
No clue.
2, 1. Pens down. William.
It's the right stuff.
That's correct.
Baby.
Andreyko, angry Andreyko. The right stuff is correct.
That's right.
2-1, 2-1. Okay, next question here, gentlemen, is dramas. Dramas. Argo tells the true story of the covert operation to retrieve 6 Americans during 1979's hostage crisis in which country?
Oh,
Where were you in 1979?
In Bowls.
I was crying at my preschool waiting for my
5,
mom.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please, and Marc Andreyko.
The Iranian hostage crisis.
That's correct. And
Iran.
there you
That's
go.
correct.
Okay, so 3-2.
3-2. Bibbs with the lead. Bibbs with the lead. Question 4 comes in the category of comic book movies. Comic book movies. What is the name of the king of the opposing Persian army in Zack Snyder's 300? Are you on Vero?
No.
Zack Snyder still is.
5, 4, 3,
Xerxes?
2, 1. Pens down, please, and William.
I put down Leonidas, but it was wrong.
Is incorrect?
Xerxes.
That's correct.
We got a tie game.
Thank you, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Okay, huge miss. Okay, next one as we tie game number 5. Question 5. Fantasy sci-fi. Which 2002 film features Christian Bale as an enforcement officer trained in gun kata?
Gun kata.
Thank you. Within a dystopian future where emotion is forbidden. I assume they're going to get. Well, Bibbiani will probably.
Yeah,
get
if he's correcting you from the stand there. Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
Oh wait, is that Terminator
2,
Salvation?
1.
Wait, no, it can't
Pens
be.
down. Marc Andreyko.
I'm guessing it was a Miramax release.
And Bibbs.
I don't know if it was Miramax, but it was Equilibrium.
That's correct.
Yeah,
And Equilibrium kicks ass, and everyone should see it.
Like
Bibbiani
that.
back on
Really.
top here. 4-3.
All
Next
right. Free review here from Bibbs in the title match. Question 6 comes in the category of horror/thriller.
Yay.
Horror/thriller.
What's scary?
Who
My
plays
knowledge.
Dr. Sam Loomis in the original Halloween franchise? Did you see the sequel titled The Shape, produced by Amateur Hour Films?
What? No, it was really good.
Yeah, it's great.
I thought the actress was amazing.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
I don't know.
2.
I think I know who
1.
it is.
Pens down, please. And Bibbs.
He's very nice, very reasonable fellow, Donald Pleasance.
Correct.
No.
Andreyko.
Did not
He's
know
also
who it is.
dead, Donald Pleasant.
5-4.
Facts are facts, Christian.
Cutting dark. All right, here we go. Next question is animated. In Coco, what famous artist appears as Ernesto de la Cruz's concert coordinator in the Land of the Dead?
I had hot cocoa for dinner.
Oh.
Yeah, just a whole box of it.
I thought you had a girlfriend. 5.
As soon as you see animated, you think you get it, and then you get one that you only saw once. And
Pens down, Marc Andreyko.
get a singer.
Frida Kahlo?
Correct. Bibbs.
Didn't see it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ties it up. Andreyko ties it up here. They come in, they pick it right.
You should have at least saw Coco
Is
once.
intense here. The 8th question is a Patreon question. The following question comes to you from Jeremiah Spivey. So
No, that's not a different name for JTH. Sorry to
supporting the
disappoint.
show. The category is action/adventure. Action-adventure. In what 2016 action thriller will you find Emma Roberts and Dave Franco playing an online game in which watchers dare players to complete increasingly dangerous tasks for money?
I like the way you did what?
What? Yeah.
What?
I would say the answer is Patreon, but you know, that's the way life goes sometimes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Bibbs, and Bibbs.
That thing.
No, Andreyko.
This is a guess. Truth or dare?
No, it is Nerve.
Nerve. So at the end of
I'm glad I didn't know that.
At the end of round 1, 5-5 tie game. 5-5 going into
And
round
I just
number
wasted
2.
a bunch of marker
The pressure is off. We're not gonna do as well as we did last time.
All right, round number.
Speak for yourself.
Round number 2.
I am.
You always do.
Round number 2, the competitors will spin the wheel. It lands on a category they do not like. They can
Let's hope
spin
there's
it
no
again unless it lands on
festival
opponent's
film
choice, then they have to take
darlings
the
or any of
category
that
their
crap.
opponent chooses for them. 4 questions.
Let's
Each
get
one
some
worth
good
2 points
basic
apiece. Unless you get a multiple
categories.
choice, then it's 1 point, 15 seconds to answer. Both have all your JTE rules. Both have your challenges. Tie game, but Marc Andreyko is the higher ranked player. Marc, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second.
You're going to go second. All right, so William Bibbiani will spin first. He heads to the wheel. The wheel for today's match is sponsored by our Schmoedown patron,
Okay,
Jake
you got
Burnham, on
sponsors, so that's-
patreon.com/Schmoedown. The sponsored wheel slices for today's match are Oscars and Classics. Thank you again to Jake
That's a
Burnham.
Marc Andreyko
Jake.
strength.
Here we go.
Gonna give it a spin. Gives it a good look.
Early in this fight so far.
Once again, Young Guns 2, not a category.
Well, if you play, maybe we'll do it for an
Hopefully
exhibition.
never, too.
You versus Ellis.
So he's got classics and musicals on there.
No. There is no streak. But, it's coming around.
2. Could it be? He's...
Just avoids opponent's choice. It hits 90s. Hits 90s. What is he going to do? He's going to spin again.
He's gonna spin again.
And there it is. This is it.
Good spin.
Oh, he didn't hold the mannequin pose.
Smooth spin there. I like that there.
Well, you know he's going to be looking for either.
Curious as what he would look for.
Right. Yeah. I'll
Musical. Like he
Oh,
is
boy.
going to get.
All right, so musicals. All right, so now
Oh, boy.
we are at musicals here. Musicals, William, 4 questions in the world of musicals. Here we go, musicals. Question number 1. In the 1967 family musical Dr. Dolittle, the Push Me, Pull You is a 2-headed what?
I want to say llama.
Correct for 2 points.
Correct for 2 points. Wow.
Okay. In Fiddler on the Roof, what is the occupation of the lead character, Tevye?
Yeah, I'm gonna go multiple choice.
Is it A, butcher, B, cobbler, C, baker, D, milkman?
Cobbler.
Cobbler?
Incorrect. 1 point.
Could you repeat those?
You do get the repeat. Sorry, you get those. A, butcher, B, cobbler, C, baker, D, milkman.
Milkman?
For 1 point.
Wow, look at that.
Okay. Here is the next question here. William, in 2014's Annie, who plays the Daddy Warbucks character named Will
Jamie
Staggs?
Foxx. Jamie Foxx.
5.
Albert Finney.
It's incorrect.
Oh shit.
Jamie Foxx?
2 point steal.
I thought that was the original.
Oh, he said 2014.
I heard that.
Last question here. Last question here.
Damn it.
Who sings the now iconic "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas" in Meet Me in St. Louis?
Judy Garland.
For 2 points.
there.
All right, so
All
Bibbiani had a big miss there. So now Marc Andreyko is up on the wheel, and he's only down by 1. So if he can hit him, if he can get himself a category that he's good at, he puts himself in a nice position here.
And for Bibbiani, one of the rare times in life that Albert Finney is a
chance to
wrong
do some
answer.
real damage.
There's the spin.
The fortunate thing of being a 5-round match. Now he's got a little bit more. Gives him a little bit more time to do something.
You can see it. Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes you just gotta take a breath and let it go. He is coming down on
Monster
movies,
which is a strength of Bibbiani's.
It was a
he's keeping it.
graveyard.
He's keeping it. Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right, sir. 4 questions in this category. Monster movies. You like how I say that?
I probably would skip on again just to take my chances.
I didn't hear anything you said.
Okay.
I don't think there was really a weakness that he had on there.
Appeared in what film?
Multiple choice.
A. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. B. Terror of Mechagodzilla. C. Godzilla Tokyo SOS. D. Godzilla against Mechagodzilla.
A. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
Tie game.
That is correct. It's a tie game. 1 point.
Damn you, Mechagodzilla!
Let's not even talk about the dog creature.
Out of 4. In Trick or Treat, what is the name of the small boy?
Sam.
2 points.
I feel as though he was yelling at me directly.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd question. Who played screenwriter and hero Jack Driscoll in 2005's King Kong?
Adrian Brody.
That's correct for 2 points.
And your last question here, Marc Andreyko in the world of monster movies.
All right. What
Big
is
question
the name
here.
of the domesticated zombie who shoots Captain Rhodes?
Bud.
What was it?
Whoa.
What was it?
Bud.
That's incorrect.
Incorrect.
Bub is correct.
Okay.
Bub is correct. Steal. Big steal.
Oh,
Big steal.
no.
Big steal. 13-11.
Look at that.
13-11.
Big
13-11.
mistake there.
See, so I want to point something out here. Marc Andreyko is an honest player. When you say what, he said the same thing that he said the first time. Just making that clear. Thank you, Marc Andreyko. Appreciate the honesty.
Can I get a point for that?
No. All right.
Down.
Fuck you.
You get down.
All right, but you still have a 2-point lead here going into round number 3. This is the betting round. Can Knapsack it'll work like this? Marc Andreyko will spin the wheel,
that
and
was
whatever
huge.
it lands on, that is the category we will ask from 3 points on. They have to bet. They can bet from 0 to 3. Mark, go ahead and spin. So there's the spin on Marc Andreyko. Marc Andreyko will spin the betting round.
13-11 going into round
Number
3.
It's a good spin, Mark.
Good spin indeed. Round and round
Well
she
done.
goes. Where she stops, no one will know. I made that up. Yep.
William Bibbiani can choose. William Bibbiani can choose.
Has this choice here.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to go with classics.
Classics indeed.
Bibbiani is taking
indeed.
classics, and we are going to, again, guys, write down the amount of points and how many you want to bet. You can bet up
He
to
got
3
to pick his category,
or 0.
so it's safe to
go
say
ahead
that
and
Bibbs
bet how
will
many
bet
you want.
3.
Are you ready?
Andreyko had it as a
All right.
strength 2, so I'm sure he would
In the
probably bet
Western,
3 too.
The man who shot Liberty Valance. Who plays Liberty Valance? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, your first one. In the Western, the man who shot Liberty Valance. Who plays Liberty
I
Valance?
think he knows it now. He just needs some time.
Bibbiani has 1. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mark, how many did you bet?
1.
And you bet?
Jimmy Stewart.
That's incorrect. How
I
many
also had
points?
Jimmy Stewart, and I bet 2.
2 points. So Bibbiani's down 2, Andreyko's down 1. So still
9. The answer, of course,
12-9.
was Lee Marvin. 12-9.
12 to 9 now is the score, and Andreyko actually finds himself up 3 points now instead of 2. And now we get to the speed round. The speed round. Now the speed round is going to work like this. The competitors will get 5 questions.
Now this
Each
is going
one
to
worth 1
be
point
interesting
apiece.
because
Whoever buzzes in
Bibbs
first will have
standing.
2 seconds to answer the
It's
question.
going to be.
And if you get it right, it is worth 1 point. If you get it wrong, however, it deducts 1
Going to be interesting to see how far he would have to reach
All right, here we go, guys.
in order to do that.
The
See how close the buzzer is to him.
first scary movie was released in what year? Mark.
1997.
Incorrect. 2000. Mark loses a point.
Oh, well.
All right, next question. Who directed the 1992 biopic Malcolm X? Mark.
Spike Lee.
One more point. Okay. Next one. Who played Father Merrin in Mark.
Jason Green.
Incorrect.
Jason-
Max von
Jason
Sydow.
Noah.
Max von Sydow.
Oh.
Max von Sydow.
Oh, that's Karras. Okay.
Yeah, Max von Sydow. So again, okay.
Two steps forward, one step back.
Next question. What is the name of the Samuel L. Jackson's hero alter ego in The Incredibles? Mark.
Frozone.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Last one.
Last one. Zack Snyder directed what 2011 film starring Emily Browning? Mark.
Sucker Punch.
Correct. All right. So
Look at
Mark,
that. Wow.
he got some. He got the buzzers in for all of them, but he got himself one more point there. He was up 3, and now he's up 4.
Yeah.
He's up 4. So now we take ourselves into the final round here. The final round, and it's going to work like this. The competitors will get a 2-pointer,
Shame
a
on
3-pointer, and a 5-pointer. They will choose between the numbers of 1 and 20. 1 and 20. The first is worth 2.
As
the
Matt
second 3, and
Agity
the
said
third
in his review,
5.
when I say that
Bibbiani
something's a
has
steaming
2
pile of dog shit.
JTs left. Marc Andreyko has 3 left. Because Marc Andreyko is in the lead here, he is going to have 3 numbers. Go ahead, Mark.
5, 6, and 7.
5, 6, and 7. William Bibbiani.
10, 20, and 8.
10, 20, and 8. William Bibbiani is going to go first here to try to avoid the TKO. He is down by 4 points here. William Bibbiani going to start with category 10. Category 10. All right, William, for your 2-pointer, you chose comic book movies. In Daredevil, which actor-director plays the role of Matt Murdock's friend, Foggy Nelson?
John Favreau.
For 2 points. All right. Now, to take the lead here, you have a 3-pointer. 3-pointer, and that is category number 20, comedy. Who plays Ron Burgundy's boss in Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy?
Fred Willard.
3 points.
Correct. 3
Bibbiani
points,
takes the lead. All right, so he avoids the TKO, and now Marc Andreyko is up. Marc Andreyko just needs to hit his 2-pointer to send it back to William Bibbiani. Here is Marc Andreyko, who chose category number 5, Ken.
Which is 2000s. 2-point question. What actor played Matt Damon's brother in The Brothers Grimm?
Heath Ledger.
2 points.
For 2 points.
All right, right back to Bibbiani.
Right back.
Now, Bibbiani, if he hits it, it goes back to Marc Andreyko, forcing Marc Andreyko to hit his 3 and his 5, I believe.
Yep.
But if he misses, Marc Andreyko is the new Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion. William Bibbiani, you chose category number 8. That's Will Smith. That's Will Smith. Here we go.
He's nice.
Will Smith makes a cameo in which Will Ferrell comedy?
Will Ferrell comedy. Oh,
5, 4, 3.
Anchorman 2.
Correct. Saves it over, and now avoids it, and now Andreyko
After
is
that
going to
meaningless
have to hit the 5, but he
3-pointer
gets
that
the 3
always
to
seems to
tee it
come up.
Mark, you chose number 6. That is in the category of rom-coms. Rom-coms. 3-point question coming in. In 2005's Just Friends, who played opposite Ryan Reynolds as his best friend and high school crush, Jamie?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
In 2005,
Oh, don't waste them now. It doesn't mean anything.
Who played opposite?
Amy Smart.
That's correct.
Oh.
He hit it.
Points.
So
It was just
Marc
instant
Andreyko
use repeat.
hits
It doesn't
the
even
5-pointer,
need the question.
He is the new champion. However, if he misses it, William Bibbiani will be the new champion. It is the 5-pointer. It is the championship question. Here we go.
All right, you chose number 7, Mark, which corresponds to the category of sports movies.
You got Kent State on you, so you obviously know some sports.
Who stars as the 2 wrestling fanatics, Gordy Boggs and Sean Dawkins, in Ready
David Arquette.
to Rumble?
David Arquette and Sean William Scott.
And your winner and new Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, William the Beast Bibbiani.
Arquette's the one.
David Arquette and Scott Kahn was the answer. Scott Kahn, Bibbiani wins it by and Scott
3
Kahn
times.
wins Bibbiani together.
Mark was that close to getting an answer right.
Bibbiani takes the title on what a battle that was.
I mean, that is about the only time since 1999 that Ready to Rumble has factored in anyone's dreams. What an amazing match. 1 point, Christian. I cannot believe it.
And the Five Club just misses 1 point.
And now in honor of Ready to Rumble, William Bibbiani now rules you.
William Bibbiani is your new movie trivia Schmoedown champion, and that was a battle for the ages. He was down the entire match.
He was down, he came back. Andreyko was
That
very
match,
impressive in that speed round.
it was almost like a wrestling match. It started out pretty slow, and then picked up once the final round started.
For what both competitors did here today.
Well, I mean, look at it now. You say Andreyko. See, the thing was is that Bibbiani, had he lost this match, he was out of the singles tournament. He was gone. Andreyko, that is not the case. Marc Andreyko is already ensured himself a spot in the singles tournament here, and he's got a chance if he can win 3 up. Maybe Bibbiani will still be the champion at that point because he's got a mountain ahead of him. He's going to be playing either Ben Bateman, John Roca, Mark Riley, or Andrew Guy. One of those 4 guys will be William Bibbiani's first test as champion. And wow, what a match there. That was something.
Wow.
All right, well, let's go and talk to Jen Sturger, who is with both William Bibbiani and Marc Andreyko. Here we go.
How did Mark Riley just get thrown right back into a
Jen
championship
here with William
contention?
the Beast Bibbiani. It's done. It's happened.
I have this wonderful, well, it's a sash now if I wear it like this, but I could also, like, here, or maybe I could, like, wear it as, like, a watch. I don't know. I have a lot of improv games to play, so this is exciting. This is great. This is really, really nice. It's
You've been
actual
chasing
metal.
this for 2 years.
I have. You know, I wanted, because I don't actually own a belt, so this is actually really great for me. You know, it's nice to have, like, a real tangible goal. And no, seriously, though, this is great. And, like, a lot of really amazing people have had this belt, and it's a real honor to follow Sam Levine in particular. I think he's the greatest. And
Now I'm torn. Should I take my Growling Commandos shirt for the Schmoedown Live event?
And to hopefully help be a beacon, I guess. I don't know.
Beast, you were down the entire match, though. You
I
had to have been freaking out after the speed round, at least.
I thought I wasn't going to win. I thought it was over. I'm glad.
Even down to the last question?
Down to the last question. Like, because like, he got the first one right. He got David Arquette. But no one remembers Scott Kahn.
No,
sorry,
ever.
Scott Kahn. It's not your fault. It's Ready to Rumble, you know. Who knew? But, like, you know.
Does this end your round 3 jinx, you think?
God, I hope so. Like, it all came down to my round 3. Everyone says, you
well, your final
round,
round, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, no, like, yeah, that's true. But, like, yeah, no, that round really, really went my way. But, man, like, this was a scorcher. Like, I was really hoping we could, like, really throw up a lot of points, and we didn't. It was just neck and neck the entire time, and I was always down. And then I pulled it through at the last minute, and boy, is that kind of the story of my life.
For us all. So wait, does this mean you're going to ban chairs now?
Oh, I don't think I have the power to ban chairs, but if I get that power, Thad or Mike, whoever's in charge,
still don't know yet.
We're done with the chairs. There's no more chairs. I don't see why they're necessary. Clearly they work. Can you imagine which everyone wins? That'd be great. Just no chairs.
So obviously now this feels great, but I mean, looking ahead, this doesn't mean that the ride's over for you. You know, there's basically a little mini singles tournament going on right now, and the people that you're going to have to defend this against are no slouches.
No.
Is there one in particular that you're hoping you get to face next?
Look, I know everyone wants me to face Roca, and why
Thank
wouldn't
you for finishing that sentence.
We want to face Roca. Of course, we all want to face Roca. I still want that hat. I'm going to put googly eyes on it. It's going to be cool. But honestly, Roca, you know, my whole thing with Roca, I'm over it. I hope he is too. I want Guy. Guy, I'm going to shut that mouth. Guy, you are bringing a hex upon the league with your negativity, and I want to shut you up with the power of kindness. So, and maybe with this belt. So that's my dream. I want to take on Guy. I want to take on the guy who took down Merle.
So you just want to be like, where are the belts? Slap right here.
Well, I'd probably just give it to him. Just be like, see, it's here. I have the belt, and you don't, Andrew Guy. Meh. And that would be that. Growl, growl.
Growl, growl.
Growl, growl.
So one last thing before we go. Obviously, the teams have been announced for the Anarchy tournament, and you're actually pairing with Matt Nost and your manager is Emma Fife.
I know. I am so excited.
How crazy is that? You just
I forgot about that.
Okay, I had a respectful match with one of hers, and frankly, I think it went really, really well. I'm excited to work with Emma. Emma is the greatest manager this Schmoedown has ever seen. I can only imagine like just how glorious it must be to have that sort of support behind you after the Ricky days. So that would be really, really fantastic. I'm looking forward to working with her, and it's a little awkward with Nost, but let's see what we can do. Come on. Woo! It's a little awkward.
Oh, Mark, you had that match the entire way down to the last question.
Damn,
and then
Scott Conn.
Sports happened.
Yeah, and I swear to God, I'm going to have to look it up. I don't think Scott Conn was in that movie. I swear Sean William
Did you
Scott
know wrestling was a sport?
Sure. If this is a sport, wrestling's a sport, so.
Touche. So, obviously, this didn't pan out the way that you wanted it to, but you're still in the singles tournament that's coming up. Who are you looking to face?
Oh, I'm gonna beat Bibbiani again.
Yes?
Yeah, I have to at this point. Third time's the charm. That's what I want more than anything. The only thing that would be more fun would be to go up against Andrew Guy in a championship match.
Everybody wants Andrew Guy. Why Guy?
Because he really played, when he beat Merle, he played one of the most impressive, confident games I've ever seen. And everybody thought it was going to be a rout and be destroyed. And Mr. Guy earned my forever respect for that match because he deserved to win that match. I think he would have beaten any of us in that match. He was on fire. So, and it shakes things up. You know, it would be great if it was Ben or Andrew against Bibbs in this the challenge for the belt.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of shaking things up, you're going to be pairing with Jeff Snyder in Anarchy.
Yep.
Is that a little weird for you?
No, not really. I mean, Jeff and I get along. I never had any like personal issues with him when I left the Lions Den. It was just more a tone thing of that faction than anything else. He's super smart. I think we complement each other really well. He's definitely the bad cop to my good cop. But I think that balances out well, and Roxy will be an interesting addition because I think Roxy's a really good manager. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It's not going to be as weird as who are you managing again?
Matt Nost and somebody else.
Is that weird at all?
Weird? I don't know if weird is the word that I would necessarily use to describe it. I mean, simply based on the performance in that last match. I mean, listen, Marc Andreyko, yes, unfortunately did not come out on top, but he played the game, all right? Based on this other person's performance in the speed round, I didn't really see a whole lot of initiative, which is the kind of thing that I look for in my competitors. So it's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
Well, if anyone can groom him, we know it's you, Emma. So you guys, Rachel, Clark, you guys have a really big match coming up this week. You know, this is obviously your chance at the title for teams. How are you feeling going into this?
I mean, I really want a belt. I think this is known. And I think Rachel and I are hungry and we're ready. And yeah, I mean, I think we're ready. We want to go play. Like after watching this match and after watching all these great matches that have come out the last handful of weeks, like we're ready to go. I'm ready to go play.
Absolutely. And, you know, we still don't know who Brienne's mystery partner is, but, you know, we're of the mind that it doesn't matter. Yeah. You know, we're studying, we're practicing, we're spending time together, we're getting ready, we will be ready, and we're going to take those belts.
So whoever walks through that curtain, you're ready to face.
Absolutely.
Yep.
If I can give one last shout out to my teammates, for both of my recent matches, we've all gotten together and practiced and rehearsed. And even more so than just playing with buzzers and stuff, having a group of people like this on your side, it's like family, and that makes this more fun. And it's why I'm not sad. I would have liked to have won, but I only lost by 1 point. It was a good game. I think the viewers will like it. And I have this great team, so ultimately I get to hang out with cool people. So this is already a win.
Oh. So what? No matter what happens during Anarchy, the Fife Club is here to stay.
Oh yeah, the Fife Club is not going anywhere. I mean, here's the thing: is yes, Anarchy is coming up again. I don't know who Mike Kalinowski is blackmailing to make this happen, but here we are. And at the end of the day, this is my team. This is my faction. Andreyko and Clark and Rachel, they are my competitors. And, you know, Anarchy has yet to happen. And ultimately, you know, this is my team right here. And they are going to be the team champions because, my goodness, we want a belt at this point. It's going to be on our next shirt.
Well, best of luck to you ladies this week. We're all rooting for you. And Mark, we'll see you again soon.
Oh, You can count on it.
No surprise there. William Bibbiani taking that moment. He is excited, and the Shire Wolves have an opportunity this Friday to be the first ones in the Five Club to take the championship. But Marc Andreyko has nothing to hang his head at all. It was a great battle, and he hit one of the two names. He just missed the other one.
I couldn't believe it. You get David Arquette, who of course actually was the WCW World Champion after a promotion of this movie.
Let's never mention that
coming down
can.
to Scott Conn. Scott Conn. Wow. You know, it was so close, but I tip my hat to both these guys.
It was as good
Should
as
have
the
stopped
first one.
making
It was
his
maybe
collect
not,
calls
the amount of questions right, but it was
during
the
that
drama,
period.
the suspense. It's a championship match. It's everything that you wanted. But now Bibbiani is the movie trivia Schmoedown champion. He's accomplished his dream. He is the champion.
And Chris
now,
Clark be
now he's
very
gonna have
happy.
Everybody kind of gunning for him. So,
I'm happy too.
Yeah, we got something.
Of course,
coming
I'd have
up.
been
But
happy
look,
regardless.
There is so much happening here as the Shire Wolves are going up for the team championship against Brianne Chandler and a mystery partner. We still don't know who Brianne's partner is. That happens this Friday. Who will be the champions? After all, Brianne is cashing in on that free-for-all victory, and she is taking her shot at winning the team championship against the Shire Wolves. And on September 8th, Anarchy begins. That's right, the team tournament.
Still no Coy.
Stacey Howard and her partner.
Let's get that
Winston
hashtag
Marshall,
going.
up
Where's
against
Coy?
The team of the Outlaw John Roca and Dangerous Dan Murrell. And then in the title match, Jason Inman will be playing the amazing Mara Kanopik, defending the championship live. Buy your tickets now, schmoedownlive.com. Ken, this was something.
This was something, but big things still to come for these competitors and these matches. Look what you're talking about, championship gold, big-time live events. Get involved. Schmoedown's on fire.
And thank you, as far as getting involved, all you guys who have been involved in the Patreon, thank you to all our patrons. Schmoedown is something that we're very passionate about, and you guys have helped make this happen. Patreon.com/Schmoedown. And, by the way, if you didn't know, there are exhibition matches that you guys can get. There's one with Andreyko and Bibbiani and Cushing and Levine and Roca. They played an exhibition match. You can get that. There's a Jurassic Park Ironman match happening this month. And then in September, myself and Mark Ellis finally go head-to-head. That's exclusive for you guys on Patreon. Make sure you go and check it out. Go sign up now. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to you, Ken Napsok.
Oh, it's the first time you said that. I appreciate it.
All right. Congratulations to Marc Andreyko for a great match, and congratulations to our new movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, William the Beast Bibbiani.
Growl, growl.
Is smiling right now. See you later.
Now that he's the champ, can we finally get that hashtag growl growl shirt, Christian? Please.
It is time for your
Pretty, 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 we put a cherry on top. Whoa, man. Beep.
Starting off in round one,
You're working your cuteness on me. Irresistible cuteness. Stop it. Wrong, wrong.
Ends in a 5-5 tie. That is well underneath Bibbiani's average of 7 points. Getting into round two, this is where it seemed like Bibbiani started to lose grasp on the match, and he uncharacteristically went 2 of 4 for 4 points, but more importantly, he got burned for 3 points due to Andreyko being able to take advantage of the steal opportunities. Now it was time for Andreyko, and he seemed to be cruising along in the monster category until we got to his 4th question.
What was it?
Whoa.
What was it?
Bud.
That's incorrect.
Bub.
Bub is correct.
Okay.
Bub is correct. Steal. Big steal.
It's at this point the match dynamic completely changes. Andreyko could have been enjoying a 6-point lead. Instead, it was now a 2-point lead thanks to the successful steal by Bibbiani. This sequence of events would ultimately impact the results of this match in a very major way. Getting on with round 3, Andreyko was able to add a point to his lead despite both players answering incorrectly. And as it was time for the speed round, Andreyko took control by being able to buzz in on all 5 questions. However, he was 3 of 5, and in
Must be
the
something
end,
about
only
that
scored
right
1
side.
point, but it
Speed
does
rounds
extend his
just don't
lead
seem to
over
work.
Bibbiani. Heading into the final round, Andreyko had a lead of 13 to 9. In the entire history of the Singles League Championship matches, of which there has now been 13 in the Collider era, only 1 saw a comeback win, and that was in Roca Riley 3 when Riley overcame a 3-point deficit. In the final round, Bibbiani had to do something he hasn't done since his debut match against Marc Andreyko, and that was going 3 for 3 for the full 10 points, and he did exactly that. With it all on the line, Andreyko was unable to pull out his 5-pointer, and William Bibbiani is now the new Singles League champion. Inside the numbers for today's matchup, Marc Andreyko answered 15 of 23 for 65% correct. As for William Bibbiani, he went 11 of 17 for 65%.
A perfect
as well.
final round.
But technically,
Hey,
Bibbiani's accuracy rate
well,
is lower than
unfortunately, he had a bad round 3 again.
the third time in a title match.
Hope that becomes a running gag, proving Bibbiani is bad at round 3. Let's just never drop the belt, so the round 3 is not the be-all end-all anymore.
Back-to-back matches, and that also makes him the first league champion to never string together 3 or more wins before claiming the belt. If you want to find out other stats about this match and from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter. And don't forget to check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on the Collider Podcast Network on YouTube and the Collider Factory podcast feed. This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
Thank you, Frankie Stats Janish. Woo! That was a lot of fun. Obviously, as I said in the beginning, I was torn between rooting interest. I just wanted a good, fun, great match. I feel that we got that. Tip of the hat to William the Beast Bibbiani. Growl, growl, beast on the prowl, annihilating records. Sit back and scowl. Very, very happy for Bibbiani. This is something that I was wishing would happen long ago. Unfortunately, the waiting's the hardest part. But it's finally here. It's finally happened. And Marc Andreyko, I mean, he is probably thinking back to 3 times he had an answer that close and just didn't quite get it, and it made all the difference. Sadly, now we're getting this thing with the Fight Club where they're all getting right there, getting that close, and can't win the big one. I hope that's not a running gag that's going to keep going on. Obviously, big Shire Wolves fan that I am, I'm hoping that they will finally bust down the door and finally, get a championship in the Fight Club. It's been a long time coming, and hopefully that will finally be done away with and rid of. Hopefully the Fight Club can finally get some championships on their resume. But a lot of fun. Really looking forward to seeing where Bibbiani goes as the new Schmoedown champion of the world. So with that being said, that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Always watch their content first. It is the right thing to do. Follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1. Also, join the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown Twitter page at the Schmoedown for any behind-the-scenes exclusive content that they may not reveal on the Schmoedown videos themselves. And also join the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page where you can chat with Christian, many of the Schmoedown competitors, and a lot of Schmoedown fans. But with that being said, that's going to do it for JTH Reacts. I will see you on Friday. Until then, JTH, thank you for watching, and I bid you adieu adieu. Growl, growl.